What if the life you dream of isn't waiting for the perfect time, but for you to show up with purpose today? Every legend, every empire, every breakthrough began not with a miracle, but with a habit. These 10 small daily rituals may seem simple, but together, they hold the power to rewrite your future, sharpen your mind, and awaken the unstoppable force within you. Ready to stop waiting and start building your legacy? Let's begin. Imagine this. Your life is a grand masterpiece, and every single day, you are handed a fresh brush and a new canvas. The question is, what will you paint? What story will you tell? Not just with your dreams, but with your daily actions, your mindset, your habits. Success is not some distant event. It is crafted slowly and steadily in the minutes and moments that pass when no one is watching. There are 10 small, powerful habits that, if practiced consistently, have the potential to transform your life from the ground up. These habits won't just shift your results. They will reshape your identity. First, set a clear goal every day. A ship without a destination is aimless, at the mercy of every current and storm. And so is the person who wakes up without direction. Busyness is not progress, and activity is not achievement. Without clarity, your energy is scattered. But when you decide your aim before the day begins, you reclaim your power. You don't need 10 goals. You need one. One focus, one mission, one commitment that brings you closer to your purpose. It could be simple or profound, but it must be intentional. Because clarity fuels momentum, and momentum, when compounded, becomes destiny. Second, begin each day with gratitude. Not forced optimism, but a conscious choice to recognize what is already good. Your mindset determines your direction far more than your circumstances ever could. Gratitude is the mental reframe that turns scarcity into abundance, fear into possibility. Before the chaos of the world creeps in, take 60 seconds to acknowledge 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be monumental. A warm bed, a loyal friend, a second chance. This daily act rewires your brain for resilience and opens your heart to progress. Third, read for 30 minutes daily. Success leaves clues, and wisdom lives in pages. Every great mind was built with knowledge that others often overlook in their endless scroll of distractions. Books expand your thinking, challenge your assumptions, and gift you with new lenses to view life through. Whether to biography, philosophy, psychology, or business, reading is a quiet act of revolution. It nourishes your intellect and sharpens your decision-making. One book can change everything. But that change begins with your decision to turn the first page. Fourth, take control of your inner dialogue. The words you whisper to yourself become the commands your mind obeys. Say, "I can't," and you program your body to surrender. Say, "I'm improving," and you ignite progress. Self-talk is not fluff. It's the code you install into the operating system of your life. Speak strength, speak belief, speak future. Words carry weight, and repeated thoughts become character. The most successful men in history spoke their vision into reality long before it manifested. Fifth, embrace discomfort. Growth does not live in comfort. It waits on the other side of effort, struggle, pain, and persistence. The man who avoids discomfort avoids transformation. Do something uncomfortable every day. Wake up earlier. Speak the truth. Train harder. Push through fear. Every act of courage tightens your resolve and strengthens your mind. Discomfort is not your enemy. It is your training ground. Just as steel is forged in fire, you are shaped by resistance. Comfort may feel safe, but it is mediocrity in disguise. 6. Master the art of focus. We live in a world addicted to distraction, where attention is the most valuable currency. Guard it ruthlessly. What you focus on grows. If your energy is divided, your results will be diluted. Cut the noise. Turn off notifications. Practice deep work. Set blocks of time to think, to create, to build without interruption. Focus is a skill, and like any skill, it can be trained. In a noisy world, silence becomes your advantage. The man who controls his focus controls his future. 7th, cultivate relentless self-discipline. Talent may give you a head start, but discipline is what crosses the finish line. Discipline is doing what must be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's waking up when you're tired, pushing forward when you're discouraged, and showing up when comfort tempts you to stay still. Discipline is the daily act of self-respect. It is keeping promises to yourself. It is choosing long-term rewards over short-term ease. And the more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Discipline is the bridge between desire and achievement, between vision and legacy. Eighth, surround yourself with high-value people. You become the average of those you spend the most time with. Their habits influence yours. Their mindset shapes your thinking. Their energy fuels or drains you. Seek those who inspire you to level up. People who challenge you, who stretch your imagination, who reflect the excellence you're aiming for. Avoid those who complain, coast, and settle. Their influence is contagious, and so is their mediocrity. Proximity is power. Choose wisely. Ninth, take daily action toward your dreams. Dreams mean nothing without execution. Ideas without action are hallucinations. The man who wins is the one who moves, every day, consistently, regardless of how he feels. You don't need to make a quantum leap. You just need to take the next step. One email, one workout, one call, one effort. Progress compounds. And 1 year from now, you'll be living the results of the habits you start today. The difference between those who rise and those who remain stuck isn't luck. It's momentum, built one small decision at a time. 10th, end each day with reflection and refinement. The world moves fast, but growth requires stillness. Take time every night to look back. What did you do well? Where did you slip? What will you do better tomorrow? Without reflection, you repeat mistakes. With it, you multiply wisdom. Success is not perfection. It is evolution. The greatest men don't avoid failure. They study it. They course correct. They adapt. Self-awareness is power, and the man who reflects daily outgrows the man who doesn't. These 10 habits are simple, but their impact is exponential. They don't demand genius, wealth, or luck. They demand commitment. The life you dream of doesn't respond to wishful thinking. It responds to daily action. And each of these actions, clarity, gratitude, learning, self-talk, challenge, focus, discipline, community, movement, reflection, is fully within your control. You don't need permission. You need persistence. So now I ask you, which habit will you begin today? Because the future is not waiting for you. It's waiting for you to rise, to act, to become the architect of your own transformation. Everything you want is possible, but it starts with you right now, not someday, not eventually, but today, with one decision, one habit, and one step forward. And if you choose wisely, your future self will look back not in regret, but in gratitude. Because the man who acts today is the man who leads tomorrow.